everybody, Tom Barton Stories from the 78, and you're looking at the largest live fire or open fire grill here in the city of Chicago. It's at Kindling right here at Willis Tower, right on the main floor here. Walk in, you can see it everywhere. I'm literally in the kitchen right now. Check this out. So I have never seen a kitchen quite like this. I'm going to talk to Chef Jonathon Sawyer all about this new concept here at Willis Tower, and it's massive. This place is huge, and it's like you're sitting right in the middle of downtown traffic and enjoying all that is downtown and the vibe of downtown without any of the hassle of anybody bothering you downtown because you're inside. See, look it, it's all right there. So talking to Chef now for this story from the 78. So the first time that I can ever remember that you can eat right here at Willis Tower, where it used to be outside, we're now inside, and Chef Jonathon Sawyer of Kindling. This is your concept here, man. This is a very unique restaurant, very cool. Congratulations on opening.
Thank you very much, and I agree with you. It's the longest length of wood fire running in Chicago here, and one of the most seminal and iconic addresses that's still one of the busiest in America.
Right.
Willis Tower.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who don't know, yes, it was the Sears Tower, but it is the Willis Tower now, yada, yada. But the kitchen, something like I've never really seen in a restaurant.
Yeah.
People aren't used to seeing like big chunks of logs being thrown into a fire pit that is a kitchen, and you walk right in and you can see it right away. Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's 3 entrances. 2 of them let you off right into the kitchen, so you can see that 14-foot run, all my cooks and chefs and myself loading up that plancha, that grill, that smoker with fresh kiln-dried oak from Wisconsin, firing off some steaks or shrimp or fish or broccolini or cauliflower or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's very it's campfirey when you walk in, which I know is the whole point with the name and the whole thing.
You got it.
But it's fun. It's awesome that the Wisconsin wood got a little supper club vibe when you walk in, just because of the Wisconsin smell of the fire burning. But you mentioned some of the food, so we'll get to it. So
yeah, totally.
What do we got going on here?
So here we got a little celebration of the wood fire. We're talking about some of our seafood that is cold and hot smoked over the fire. So we got lake trout, that's brine and pickle juice. We got mussels from Rock Island. We got day scallops from Maine. And then we have some shrimp from Port Edith, Texas. All tossed with a little bit of spicy Louis dressing, butter, lettuce, avocado, and a burnt lemon to reiterate that sort of smoky deliciousness of the grill.
And then you kick it up a notch with the seafood, right?
Yep, here we go. Lobster roll with gochujaro, fiend herbs, brown buttered bun, and then a little bit of salt and vinegar chips, because it's just a great foil against all the richness of that lobster.
And then you always, the thing that you never wanted to eat when you were a kid, and then you become adult and becomes one of the best things to eat.
True.
Brussels sprouts, right?
These Brussels sprouts have been a signature of mine for a long time. It's a sort of assault on your taste buds.
Yes.
Tons of chilies, tons of acid, tons of salt, and then they're crispy fried with a little bit of parsley, mint, and cilantro. And
not just my own biased opinion, but the main star of the show here, what we got going on here. This is why you have that grill, that the open fire,
Truly.
Right, for something like this.
Truly. And then when you talk about that wood fire, we have things that are most certainly smokier and less smoky on the gradation of how much smoke it gets. I mean, our pastrami gets almost 10 hours of smoke. But when you talk about meat and when you talk about steakhouses in Chicago, you know, you really can kind of see these little sort of red and pink marks on the outside. That's called the Maillard reaction. And that's where the smoke from that wood fire sort of reacts with the steak.
And it definitely gives it a taste.
Absolutely. I think it's the best way to sort of see your prime beef soar. Isn't just under a broiler with a bunch of butter on top of it. It's over a live wood fire where it actually happens to be rested and then brushed with a little bit of more smoked butter, and you can kind of see that sort of smoke ring on the outside of the steak right there.
Look at that.
All of them are served with our signature Kindling sea salt. It's got a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of chili flake, onion powder, garlic powder, and crispy shallots.
So the food, yes, is the main attraction here, but the actual space itself is second to none, really, in Chicago. It's huge.
Yeah, it really
it's a massive
is.
Space.
And we designed it so that you have these sort of different zones of different levels of interest. You know, if you're here for happy hour, you're here with kids, or you like to play shuffleboard, darts, or foosball, or watch TV, you go upstairs.
Yeah.
You're into cocktailing, no better stage than right here. You can see it from all the way across the street.
Yeah.
It's elevated by 18 inches off of ground level, so you can see our bartenders mixing their beautiful gin and tonics and old fashions and blah blah blahs all right from there. And then over here you have sort of more of that picnic, that urban picnic area. All the tables are 4 to 6, and you're looking right into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And there's a little zone where you actually we have 8 seats that sit at the kitchen bar where you can look right into the chefs and what they're doing, and we have a table just behind it where you can see the same thing. So if you really get that first-hand experience of what a chef's table is like.
And you also have that big terrace outside that's going to be open.
Forthcoming terrace. Oh, look at this. Perfect timing.
Oh, look at
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you very much.
The one, the only, Hector. And this is our gin and tonic, a great play from our beverage director and bar director, Ileana Kumar and Julieta Campos. It's a playful drink where what we'll do is we'll sort of take off this top vessel. We'll use this spoon that also has a straw on the bottom of it to sort of stir in all of our fun little condiments to our gin and tonic, and it becomes an edible playground with basil seeds that are bloomed, and that gin and tonic you can smell blooming with some of those fresh flowers.
And that's not a small drink either. That's a very good size.
I hope you're not driving after this.
Not anywhere far. Just kidding. So you get these wonderful drinks, and it's like an immersive experience with your cocktail here.
Yep.
And then the space itself with all the different zones that you were talking about. A lot of fun, a lot of room to spread out. And because we are in the bottom of Willis Tower, where you can like walk into any which side, and you guys are easy to find. For sure.
Absolutely. The hard corner of Adams and Franklin. That's what I love about this dining room that you and I are talking in right now, is you can see the entire metropolis of Chicago walking by you, going to the Lyric Opera or going to Union Station or going back to their office tower, because this is one of the busiest pedestrian hard corners in the entire city.
And it has been for a long time and for many years to come.
Absolutely.
Chef, thank you for giving me a little insight to your concept here.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Chef?
I'm from McHenry.
McHenry. So you are a local boy. So you know all about the wood fire, what we did back in the day when we were kids, you know, like in high school when you just decided to have a barbecue. Took that inspiration, and here you are, have a kitchen at the bottom of Willis Tower. I mean,
it's a playground. I'm really blessed to be able to cook for everybody here in Chicago off a fire like we have here. And looking forward to seeing everybody.
Absolutely. And they can walk in. Do you do reservations or any of that
Yeah,
stuff?
definitely. Highly recommended Monday through Friday reservations.
Fantastic, Chef. Well, you know what? I'm going to dig into that in a second here, but I thought I'd give it one more look. Thank you again, Chef. Is there any website you want people to go to, or Instagram handles or any of that stuff?
Yeah, check out Chef Sawyer and check out Kindling Chicago on all our social handles.
All right. Thanks, Chef.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, that is the story from the 78 here at Kindling, right in Willis Tower on the main floor. TomBarneyChicago@gmail.com if you have a suggestion for a story from the 78. Right over to the website, storiesfromthe78.com. We'll see you guys later. Take care.